Hey, family. Talking to you from vacation. um, Enjoying my birthday week on vacation with the family. At first, I was kind of a little disappointed because I wanted to go on a road trip driving through the southern states because whenever my family used to travel down south, being that my family's, even though I'm born in Chicago, my family's from Mississippi. And Chicago to Mississippi is straight shot. They never took a plane or anything, they drove. Although I never went with them. I never went to Mississippi, but I really did want to go to where my auntie was born in Tennessee. Well, I actually wanted to go to Nashville, Tennessee. My auntie, my mother's sister, was born in Memphis, while my mother was born in Hernando, Mississippi. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, but I am content. I'm content with where we chose. At first, I was a little disappointed, but understand, um, I wanted us to drive, and being that I'm not the one driving, I had to be considerate of my husband driving so many hours, and we didn't know whether or not my daughter would come along with us to so there could be someone he could switch up with and doing the driving. So I had to be considerate, and I just allowed him to choose. And shout out to my sister-in-law for where she had suggested where we go. But I'm actually content because where we are, there's now I can't say exactly where we are. We are still in the Midwest, though. At first, I was like, "Oh, I want to stay in the Midwest. I'm already living in the Midwest." But I didn't know there was so much nature. Like, yeah, I actually never saw a frog. Can you believe that? Even in what biology class? No, I dissected an earthworm. Only thing I remember a friend when my family was living in the suburbs. I had a friend who had a tadpole, but I don't recall that tadpole getting older. Wonder did the tadpole die or I know I'm looking goofy with these reading glasses on, but yeah, yeah. Actually, there's a lot more nature in the Midwest than I realized. Yeah. But I was really, really wanting to go to Nashville, but I'm content with where we chose because not only is there a water park and arcade for the younger people in the family, like my grandchild, but there's also, as you can see here, there's a kind. It's a hotel, but I'm on the balcony now, but there's like a kind of a log cabin kind of vibe to it. It's kind of setting to kind of remind you of log cabins and camping. And I've never went camping. I've always wanted to go camping. Now we're not actually camping, but I will one day go camping. I've always wanted to do that. Yeah, so this is perfect because right now I'm getting my granny on. I'm definitely getting my granny on. Okay, you see granny pattern. Granny reading glasses and everything. But the goal is to lower the stress. Trying to lower the stress levels. And when I get back home, hopefully I'll be able to do some more talking to you guys about um, menopause, simple symptoms, perimenopause, because of how I was feeling 2 years ago. Thank you guys so much for all the encouraging comments and the compliments, and oh yeah, going to a sister's head a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not turning vain. It's just, yeah, just let me go through my little midlife crisis, my little phase, playing in makeup or whatever. Okay, just allow me to go. I didn't really have time to do, I missed out on my 20s. Was so busy being a mother, being a volunteer, I'm telling you, I was doing so much. My nieces, they could definitely testify to all that I was doing, like in my 20s and even into my 30s. I totally missed out on my 20s. Yeah, so I'm just and I've never had a manicure, pedicure, never really been to a spa. Not that my husband doesn't want me to do these things. I just don't consider doing these things for myself. But this is what I'm really loving, just sitting out here on this balcony, hearing and I was always a city person. I'm definitely a city slicker, but now, yeah, I know I'm getting older because I'm just content sitting out here listening to the sounds of nature, crickets, cicadas. I don't really like bugs, but just hearing. This it all represents the Most High Yah. It all represents the Most High, and He has been very good to me. He has been very good to us. And yeah, 2 years ago, I was just feeling like I didn't even think I'd make it into my 50s. Thinking of when my mom passed, she didn't make it to 55. In fact, she had her first stroke. Um, and I think she was still like 49 years old. I don't think she even made it to 50. And I understand my mother, yeah, she smoked weed, but she hated cigarettes. She didn't smoke. She didn't drink at all. Last time I saw her, and the only time I saw her with any sort of alcoholic drink was like 1984. She had some company, and he had some pink champagne. You remember pink champagne, as they called it. It was like a wine cooler or something. That was the only time I ever seen my mom with an alcoholic drink. So it was more about stress with my mother. I think it was stress that caused my mother's initial stroke, and the things that she just been through. And I've explained to you what happened with my mom and everything. And so I don't know. I just thoughts were coming through my mind. I just was going through so much, especially 2 years ago. Um, Yeah, but in doing more research, I found out that such feelings that I was having, and they're not so uncommon, because not only are there menopausal symptoms, physical symptoms, but also um, there are the mental, and emotional symptoms and things that you may experience. And me listening to a lot of other women speak on this, I was like, now, oh goodness, yeah, I have a better understanding of what's going on with me, and I'm now knowing how to deal with this more and what I need to be doing. Yeah, because I'm not the same person. My body is not the same as it was even 5, 10 years ago, and I'm realizing like what was better for me before. Let's say like in getting in shape and losing weight, like more cardio, it is not the same now. You know what I'm saying? Even it's different even from 5 years ago. Now my focus is a little less, and yeah, it's a little less on cardio and a little more on strength training. And I want to talk all about that with you guys. Yeah, the Wi-Fi here is so slow, so it's like it take all day just to upload like a 10-minute video. But I want to thank you guys for the compliments, the birthday shout outs, and even the little cash apps. Thank you for giving me a little extra pocket change. It's a lot to me. It's a lot to me. But just your presence, just you guys enduring my froggy voice and listening to me and for hours. But yeah, 'cause y'all gotta understand, social media had been therapy for me for years. Because understand, I was losing loved ones back to back to back. My mother, then my brother, then my over the last 20 years, my mother and my brother, then my, brother a year after that, and my sister, as I was coming up for my mother and brother, and other family members, my last grandparents, cousins. I had a cousin a couple of years ago that was shot and killed. And I'm not trying to, bring you down or anything like that. I'm just saying, um, yeah, so I would go to social media and just talk and talk to keep from thinking about it. But I also realize, although social media and you guys have been a great help, I also realize how it's been a somewhat hindrance too, and being, especially considering that social media is not quite the same. Okay, um, yeah, it's we gotta understand it is not. We are not in a competition up in here. We're not in a competition up in here. But yeah, see now it's all about you know getting the it's all about getting the cash apps, the little check at the 21st of the month or whatever, the little coins. I don't know, and everybody's feeling like they're in competition. And we really, even though I think it's great the videos on hair and makeup and taking care, and I want to do more of that myself, but we got to get our priorities in order, and you're gonna realize what I'm talking about. You are going to realize what it is I'm talking about and get our priorities in order, because I think we're focusing, and I'm talking to women, fellow women of color. Like I will say, I love Beautiful Brown Baby Dolls channel. Um, yeah, and there's this one woman, although, yeah, Melissa Neal. Now she's over the UK, and I said she's maybe mixed, or she may be biracial. I don't know, but I'm just saying women of color in general. I think we need to focus a little more on. I think our priorities are kind of. Yeah, it's great the hair and makeup and the beauty tips and all that kind of stuff, but we need to really, really, really focus more on our health, on our mental health, our physical health, and our spiritual health. And because you could put on all the makeup, you could put on all the and I'm trying to be dolled up. Oh yeah, I was in the water though yesterday. I was all in, even went down the slide. Can you believe it? Went down the slide. Kind of bit my lip a little bit though. That's why my lip. Hope I don't get like a what is that, canker or something going down the slide. Oh, with my leg condition too. Made sure to take an Excedrin though before getting all active. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want you guys to see sister is walking. I'm walking. Not quite back running, but I'm definitely um, a little more mobile. Yeah, but this is really really nice where we are now. Yeah, so yeah. Again, thank you guys so much, and just for encouraging. Just like I said, let me go through my little phase. Okay, we'll get our priorities back in order. But you guys, I was like reading comments, like, oh my gosh, it's so, y'all making me feel so pretty. Because I felt like I was dying 2 years ago, but hell, making me feel, y'all get it. And I remember when it hit me, like, oh damn, I'm 50. Oh my God, I'm in my 50s. I remember when I was in my 40s, I was like, literally, just yesterday. Literally. Like, oh my goodness, is it real? And you gotta say, I'm the baby of the family. Even when I came in social media, like in the very early, like 2002, I was like still in my 20s and late 20s. I was still in my 20s, and I was like one of the younger people because in the message form, now the millennials and they were all in MySpace, but in the message forms, it was mostly like at that time it was mostly Gen Xers and late baby boomers, and I was actually one of the younger people in social media. Posting amongst these older Gen Xers and like baby boomers, late baby boomers. Yeah, and I was like, actually, you can ask Juicy Fruity. I was kind of like one of the younger ones. And now, I'm like an auntie figure, motherly figure now, and that's like wow, it's really hitting me. But I feel so much better, and it's not so bad, it's not so bad. 2 years ago, I can't, man, how I was feeling, I could put on the makeup and all that, but when I'm telling you, if the inside ain't right, if but I realized that these are things yeah, because I'm like, am I dying? Am I? Yeah, but it can be taken care of. It can be handled. It can be, but yeah. So I do plan on talking more about this. Let me see, 13 minutes in this video. I want to end it. Um, yeah, do want to talk a little more about this. I don't know if I'm gonna get in the water today. I wanna stay looking a little glammed up a little bit. I want to stay glam mama. We not grandmama, we glam mama. Okay. Yeah, oh goodness, yeah, y'all see the little jiggling? Yeah, 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 yeah. We're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. That's signs of weight loss, okay? Because we working on it. That's the only thing I'm worried about, though. That's the only thing that I'm worried about here is that I am, yeah, because we went to IHOP yesterday. May try get the restaurants around here and stuff. Even though they got a restaurant in this hotel, but yeah, that's the only thing. But they do have a gym here. Some of the equipment, some of the machines are broke, but they do have a gym here, so I am utilizing it. But this is usually a time when people fall off, and they're more likely to fall off, like going on vacation. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. Falling off my eating plan. I don't want to say diet, but my yeah, we didn't really pack food as we should have. Again, shout out to my sister-in-law for recommending this and helping us with the Groupons, all that kind of stuff. And because I don't know how to go through these things like Groupon and all that stuff, but yeah, my husband, oh, and my father-in-law, so kind, and you guys, you have really made this awesome for me because, oh man, and you gotta understand, I'm postmenopausal. So we gotta talk about that. Because I was just going through a lot. And yeah, we gotta encourage each other. You know, we are not in this competition. Goodness gracious. Um, yeah, but there's a time we gotta step away from social media. Oh, excuse me. It's my glasses case, keeping it in my bosom. Uh, yeah. So I will. Let me see how my eyes looking. Yeah, you can see all the wrinkles and stuff. But ooh, go ahead. Uh, now, and you know what I'm mad? I'm mad because I can see the let me see. Yeah, and I've been in the sun. I can see the color fading in my hair. Do you see? The gray's already it's already fading. I just got my hair done and it is already fading and I'm very disappointed over that. I could have done my hair myself, but yeah, it should last a little. Y'all, I just got my hair done just a couple of weeks ago. Like, just got it. It hasn't been like, has it been 2 3 weeks? I just had my hair dyed. I wanted it pitch black for I talked about it in the one little short, but it's already fading. So yeah, I could have done this myself, and that's what I usually do. I usually do my own hair, so I can't see. I don't know how I'm looking right now. So yeah, I will get back with you guys. I will check back with y'all. Much peace and much love, my family.